Light rail.
Light rail, good for you, thank you very much, I know you did. By the way, congratulations on getting new buses. I'll tell you, as a rider, I'm glad to see that old junk getting off the road. It's part of the problem in keeping frequent service when you have buses that go back to 88, 89 that are breaking down. And there are no parts for it, it's kind of hard to provide service. So I'm glad that we got that done. Okay, so there's just a couple of things. I want to ask the board a question. Are any of you familiar in the realm of transportation with what is known as the Brazil model? Carretilla? BRT?
Yes.
Thank you. Has any consideration been given as a flexible mode of transportation, particularly to the outlying areas, which need a lot more flexibility than a fixed route on steel can provide? Has there been given any thought to BRT? And I know there are a lot of problems with it, and I'm glad to hear that. Is there something that is actually being worked on? I know all the political garbage you guys are but is there actually something in the pipeline that we can get to, which will, by the way, for those of you who are not familiar on the board with it, Carretilla is a city in Brazil, which had a horrible, horrible problem with pollution. They came in, they closed the CBD, Central Business District. No traffic, public transportation, period. You pay before you get on the station. There are doors to go in, there are doors to exit. Everybody knows it. And guess what? They don't have problems, they collect their fares, they get all of that money. But that's not why I'm here today. That's not why I'm here today. I have a question. TriMet has been under a wage freeze for at least 4 years now. How long is it now?
You're talking about the management, non-representative?
Management, right.
I think that's right, isn't it?
4 years?
3.5.
3.5. Number two, I have a question on disciplinary procedure. Discipline is the venue of the district, known as TriMet. I have called in a complaint about an employee, and I waited quite a long time and never received a response to that complaint. And so I called in a second complaint on that employee. For your information, it refers to reference number 37801. And I'll give you a little background on that. When Fred Hansen was general manager, I called in a complaint on him. And guess what? His secretary called me up and said that Fred would like to speak to me. And we spoke with each other and we cleared up exactly what had to be happened. We understood that as any employee in TriMet, he was just as liable to have a complaint called in and a compliment called in. And I enjoyed working with that. I did call in a complaint on general manager Neil Mcfarlane, and then I called a second one after requesting a verbal response and or a written response. I received nothing. This is not the model, thank you. This is not the model that we need for future development of management and or workers that are above the procedures that are in place. It at least should have been addressed, Neil. It at least should have been addressed. And Fred did do that. And that's what it's about. You can't make progress if you don't talk to anybody. Sure, I'm not a union, sure, I'm not anything else. But the problem is that you avoided what other employees in the company have to do, which is to respond to a complaint in a timely manner or have their superiors address them.
Thank you, Mr. Eisenberg. You made your point well, and I'll talk to you all